And so, interestingly enough, I finished the book, and that helped me to move through the grieving process.
You've touched on your book a few times throughout both episodes. Tell us a little bit more about this "Until Death Do Us Part,"
Oh,
my
she
journey to
froze. I
joy
can't
in
hear.
marriage, right?
So she was saying you had touched on your book. Tell us a little bit more about your
Oh, so as I mentioned previously, I have been married twice. My first husband passed away when our daughter had just turned a year old,
uh,
and he suffered from brain cancer. And I had a wonderful marriage, like I have alluded, learned lots of lessons in that relationship, but I was just very happy woman. I mean, it's just a great relationship. And so I vowed, well, I'm never going to get married again because most people don't even get a chance at once. Lo and behold, God had something different planned.
yes.
And another widower and I started dating and eventually married. And so the book is about our story. My second husband and I, we started writing this book together until death do us part. And because both of us were widowers and had cared for our spouses and had learned a lot about marriage from the
Mm,
first relationship,
Mhm.
and applied those principles, those biblical principles that help to solidify a godly marriage to our marriage. And we did some work with couples, and we just found that there was a great need. And so we decided to write this book. But then, very unexpectedly, he passed away just before we finished it. And so, interestingly enough, I finished the book, and that helped me to move through the grieving process. It was very painful to do, but to God be the glory. I got it done. And so it's the story of love and loss and the lessons we learned, the biblical principles governing marriage that we unearthed. And in the very end, it includes some tips and strategies for couples, regardless of where you might be in your journey. If you are contemplating marriage, if you're newlywed, if you've been in the game for a minute, or you just celebrated your 50th anniversary. There's something in there for everybody to just give your relationship a little bit of a bolster. There's opportunity for reflection and growth.